For many years, I've been wanting to go back to the original Doom. When Doom 2016 came out, I played a good amount of it, but I never beat it. When Doom Eternal came out, I played the fuck out of it, and I almost beat it. Going back to where it all started has been on my agenda for a long time, so I'm really glad that I finally get to try it now. To talk about Doom, I must first talk about Wolfenstein 3D. Wolfenstein 3D was a revolutionary game in its own right, being essentially the first ever first-person shooter. id Software, the developers of Wolfenstein, quickly got to work on their next game, but wanted to do it bigger and better in every way possible. The level design greatly improved, being more complex and less grid-like. The art style creates this dingy and dark atmosphere. The movement was more smooth, and really, everything else in the game essentially built upon Wolfenstein 3D. When the game came out, it was an absolute hit. I'm sure if you're a Doom fan then you'll know this, but for those of you who don't, the game originally released as shareware. Not the full game, but the most popular version, which has just the first episode. The game was an immediate success, with it even crashing the University of Wisconsin servers when it released. It crashed these servers because the developers uploaded it there and there were too many download requests for the servers to handle. The success of the game didn't come without controversy, however, because along with Mortal Kombat, Doom also is part of the reason why the ESRB rating system exists, and it sparked an entire wave of government intervention trying to stop mature video games. The gore at the time was unprecedented in gaming, the only thing close was Mortal Kombat. But no matter how I describe the pure influence of this game on the industry, I won't be able to do it justice. In short, first-person shooters as a genre would not exist without Doom. Wolfenstein walked so Doom could run. Without further ado, let's get into my experience with the game itself. Starting off, the game was so fucking loud that I had to immediately turn it down. I swear, my ears were about to bleed.
Oh my god, it's so fucking loud. Jeez. Okay. That's much better. Holy shit.
This isn't the game's fault, but I just wanted to mention it because what the hell is it with PC games in general never being at the right volume on startup? What lunatic is thinking that the player is going to actually play this game at max volume straight off rip? Anyways, I set the game to what I think is medium difficulty.
What is this, fucking Cold Stone?
I select the first chapter, and I get into the game. Immediately figuring out that I can't look up and down led to a bit of getting used to, but it's okay, because it is an old game and the original control scheme didn't account for mouse movement anyways. Keep in mind also that I'm writing this as I'm going along, so these aren't my final thoughts on the game, just how I feel about that specific chapter and at that point of me playing. The level design is generally really good. The pacing feels great as well, level to level. It progressively gets more and more difficult at a good pace to where I feel like I can handle it and it doesn't make the game boring or too stressful. The only problem that I had with the level design is this section.
Is this just a fucking death trap? What the hell? This is just a death trap. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, what the hell? Oh, cool. Now I just have the pistol. What the hell?
I'm not opposed to punishing a player for falling off the side for being careless. However, I would have much rather it just be an instant death instead of me just waiting to die. There might have been a secret around here or something, but I didn't check. I learned I could quick save later on, which helped me out quite a bit. This game honestly has a little bit of a horror aura to it. There's some moments that feel quiet and are disturbed by a random enemy, or there are moments where I think it'll just be a couple of enemies and then I get absolutely surrounded and fucked. The sprint made me go real fast, so I thought it would be my best interest to speed through, but I was wrong. The game actually rewards you if you take your time a little bit and see what different health pickups there are around, and it helps the player to best map out a strategy to beat the level. The first chapter in general didn't really feel unfair, it felt honestly perfect. The ending of the chapter was nice and short, just had a short sort of boss at the end with two powerful guys, but it was pretty easy.
What the fuck? What? What the fuck was that? Okay. Once you beat the big badasses and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win. Aren't you? Aren't you? Where's your fat reward and ticket home?
What the hell is this? It's not supposed to end this way. It stinks like rotten meat, but looks like the lost Deimos base. Looks like you're stuck in the shores of hell. The only way out is through. To continue the Doom experience, play The Shores of Hell and its amazing sequel, Inferno. Okay. Hey, side note, if you're enjoying the video, please consider subscribing. Like 98% of people aren't subbed, so if you're in that group and you want to see more content, I'm going to do Mortal Kombat, probably Grand Theft Auto at some point, Twisted Metal even. You know, if you're interested in that, go ahead and drop a sub. Thank you. As much as I hate to admit it, I got lost pretty damn bad on level 2. I didn't really know where to go to finish, because the level design felt weird. However, it was nothing in comparison to my confusion on level 4. I had taken my damn time making my way through, but even so, I got to the exit way before I figured out how to actually get into it. So much so that I legitimately looked up a damn video to figure out where to go. Okay, so I just looked it up, and I go right over here, and I click this. That's it. And then I can make my ass get back up, and oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I go back to the teleporter, right, and then I go back here. God damn, bruh. Fuck. The 5th level didn't take nearly as long, but that's because I got a secret exit on accident. The level after was short as fuck, but it was just a fuckfest and then a weird puzzle at the end. Halls of the Damned made me feel like I was the damned. Oh. Oh, you're actually funny. This game's fucking funny, dude. What the fuck? I actually thought that I was done. I was so happy for a second there. I guess I took my sweet-ass time on this, because holy shit. Please. Okay, I got the red one, didn't I? Yes. Did I get that one? I did. Please be real. Please, God, be real. Oh, thank God. I killed everything. And I picked up almost everything. And I did every secret. Oh my God. Motherfuck. I got fucked up bad. The one after wasn't too bad, much faster than the others, but now I'm realizing the level design is honestly great. It feels like I'm exploring something new with wherever I go. The only issue I have with it is that it's not easy to know where I'm supposed to go, but luckily the map does help out with that. I just don't really like opening the map constantly to actually figure out where I'm at. I got to the last level. It was a bit anticlimactic and pretty easy, and that does it for Chapter 2. Holy shit. Okay. Wow, I actually got better than Bar. What the fuck? Okay, I feel like that's supposed to be harder than it was. You've done it. The hideous cyber demon lord that ruled the Lost Deimos moon base has been slain and you are triumphant. But, where are you? You clamber to the edge of the moon and look down to see the awful truth. Deimos floats above hell itself. You've never heard of anyone escaping from hell, but you'll make the bastards sorry they ever heard of you. Quickly, you rappel down to the surface of hell. Now it's on to the final chapter of Doom, Inferno. Holy fuck, the first level and second level, my god. I was ammo starved the whole time. I spent more time trying to juke the enemies than actually fight them. What the hell is happening with these flaming skulls? Like, my fucking god. This game is getting hard and I'm just a little worried about my capability to actually beat it at this point. This game does not hold your fucking hand. I have the modern luxury of quick saves and I still get my shit fucked. Okay, the next level was actually cake, but that's mainly just because I managed to get a shitload of ammo. I also got to try out the BFG, which is pretty cool. Next one is House of Pain, which really wasn't all that painful. It was fine. It was, pretty fun, to be honest. Unholy Cathedral was fine, but I had to look up a video on it because I didn't know what to do at first. Either way, the level was surprisingly short. There was an extra place I could have went, but I didn't want to subject myself to a potentially bad experience, so I just exited. Okay, I'll admit it. At this point of me doing the video, I said fuck it, and I skipped the final last 2 levels and went straight to the boss. I did this because of 2 reasons. One, I got bored, and I have horrible Gen Z TikTok brain, so I'm used to modern shit, and as much as I respect this game, and as much as I enjoyed it, I honestly got bored. The second reason is because I'm honestly fiending to get back to Mortal Kombat, because I have this rule in my head that I can't play a different game for a video until I finish the one I'm currently working on. This is mainly so then I can get the videos out as fast as possible. I feel like at this point in time, I've played enough to review it, so here's the final boss. The Spider Demon.
That's it? Okay. Alright. Well, holy shit. The loathsome spider demon that masterminded the invasion of the moon bases and... What is that? Caused. I thought that was a V, but it's a U. And caused so much death has had its ass kicked for all time. A hidden doorway opens and you enter. You've proven too tough for hell to contain, and now hell at last plays fair, for you emerge from the door to see the green fields of Earth, home at last. You wonder what's been happening to Earth while you are battling evil unleashed. It's good that no hellspawn could have come through that door with you.
It was a total and complete fucking joke. I literally did it in such a short time I was surprised. Well, that's it. Yes, there's Chapter 4, but I do not count that because it was DLC that came out 2 years after the original game, so I won't be playing it. Honestly, Doom is a great game. I did have a lot of fun moments while playing it. However, I also did find myself getting a little bored and also a little frustrated. I felt like I had to constantly look up the map so I didn't get lost sometimes. Sometimes figuring out what I needed to do was a bit of a chore and I couldn't figure it out so I had to look it up. These aren't things that ruin the game, but I can't give it a perfect score because of it, especially because imagining playing back then where I didn't have the luxury of having the internet, I would have been lost and probably just quit. So if I'm rating this game based upon merit, based upon the influence it had and how insanely ahead of its time it was, then it gets a 10, obviously. Honestly, when this game came out, it was the best FPS on the market. It blows everything else out of the water for its time, but if I give it a modern rating, which is what I'm here for, it's a 7. It's still good, of course, but for me personally, there are other games that I enjoy more and go back to more often than this game. Anyways, next video is Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, so keep a lookout for that. Thank you all so much for watching the videos and subscribing and liking and all of that. I genuinely appreciate it so much, and it helps me have a little bit of hope for the future. Have a good day.